We have the first of our blind tasting battles coming up with the battles of the El Padillo Extra Anejos right here on the Tequila Hombre, coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where we're doing the first in our blind tasting battle series, where we're doing a battle of the El Padillo Extra Anejos. That would mean we're doing a battle of G4 Extra Anejo, Pasote Extra Anejo, and Volans Extra Anejo. Now, I know he also has Peralta Extra Anejo, but I don't have the Peralta Extra Anejo to do to include in the battle, so we're just going to use these three and determine which of these three are best by doing a blind tasting. And I'll show you later how we've got that set up. We'll do a dive down. But right now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how these are made. They're made at NOM 1579. All the processes are same. They use Highlands agave. They're all Tohono crushed. They're all cooked in hornos. They're all fermented in stainless steel tanks, 2 times distilled in copper pot stills. The only difference in them is the water that they use for them. G4 uses 50% rainwater, 50% natural spring water. Pasote uses 60% rainwater, 40% natural spring water. And Volans is 1/3 rainwater, 1/3 spring water, and 1/3 deep well water. And if we had Peralta here, that one is 100% deep well water. So, and the other difference is the amount of time that they are aged in the barrels. They use the same barrels. They use Dickel whiskey barrels for all of them, but it's just the amount of time that they're aged in there is different for them as well. But we're going to do the blind tasting and see which one I think out of the three are best without knowing which one's which. So in order to show you that, we're going to take a dive down now and show you how the blind tasting is set up. All right, diving down and looking at how I have the blind tasting set up. We have 3 glasses labeled 1, 2, 3 that are filled with one of each of the Extra Anejos. So I don't know which one is which. I can't tell from here. There is a document that has been written by my wife, who poured these for me, that has which tequila is in which glass, which we'll reveal later. So that's easy. There's all 3 tequilas, and then 3 glasses. I put the post-it note on top to keep tequila from evaporating while we do the first filming part, and then we'll get into the blind tasting right now. All right, and we're back. Time to get into the tasting. So what we're going to do is I've got a piece of paper here that I'm going to write notes on after I do each tasting to see which one I like. So I'm going to put a number 1 down because we're going to start with the first glass. So taking a look at the first glass, color-wise, it is a light yellow color. Nice, very clear, which we like. Let's see how it coats the glass. It coats the glass very nicely. You can see the legs forming on it, the tears. So it's going to have a nice viscosity to it, which is good. So far, based on appearance, it looks good. On the aroma, I get cooked agave. I get vanilla coming through on this one nicely, and some caramel. Smells very nice. Very clean on the water, on the minerality of it. It's got some little minerality to it. little pepperiness to it, and some fruitiness, like grapefruit. It smells really nice. All right, so let's see how it tastes. All right, this one's got really nice cooked agave to get that cinnamon baking spices on it. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it. It's oily, creamy, oily. Medium to medium low heat. I'm getting cooked agave. I'm getting vanilla. A little bit of oakiness in the middle. A little bit of caramel coming through on the end. Very nice. I like that one a lot. So I'm going to write down cooked agave. Vanilla. Oakiness. Caramel. A little fruitiness to it too. I'm getting a little bit of citrus on it. And the finish is still there. It's still lingering nicely with a little bit of like vanilla and caramel on the finish. Little vanilla and caramel sweetness on the finish. Very, very nice. I like number one a lot. All right. So let's see what number two's got. But first we're going to rinse the palate with a little bit of water. All right, well, first let's look at the color. The color on this one is kind of an amber color, maybe a little bit darker than the first. Very clear. Let's see how it looks on the... Seeing how it coats the glass. There's definitely a nice viscosity to it. You can see the tears coming down the glass there. So it's going to have a nice oily mouthfeel, creamy mouthfeel to it as well. Let's see what we get on the nose on this one. This one I'm definitely getting cooked agave. I'm getting fruitiness in it. Kind of like dark fruit, like cherry, plum from it. Just a hint of oakiness on it as well. So there's a little oakiness in there. Oops, my pen's going out. I need another pen. Grab another pen. All right, sorry about that. So a little of plum, oakiness. And it feels clean on the water. It's like a slight minerality to it. It smells very good, very good. But I'm not getting like the vanilla and caramel that I got off of the first one on this one. All right, so let's see what we got taste-wise. This one, it has the creamy mouthfeel. I'm getting cooked agave up front. A load of it. Lots of it. The cinnamon, cooked agave. It's got a little more heat than the first one does. I'm getting oakiness in the middle, and then fruitiness to it, like a dark fruit, like plum, cherry. With just a faint hint of vanilla. Faint hint of vanilla on it. On the finish, I'm getting, medium, a little bit of the heat taking it through on the finish, and I'm getting more of the oakiness, bitter oakiness coming through on the finish. It definitely has oakiness on the finish. I don't think it's as complex as the first one is. You get the bitter oakiness on the end. It's not, you don't get that vanilla caramel sweetness on the finish. So it's very good. I think I'm still rating number 1 better though. All right, so let's take a look at number 3 now. Clean the palate with some water. All right, let's take a look at this one. All right, let's take a look at it this way first. You can see on the color, it is very light yellow, kind of like the first one. Keep wanting to smell it. Looking at how it coats the glass, you can see the tears on it coming down. So it's got a nice viscosity to it. I'm sure it's going to have a nice oily, creamy mouthfeel to it. So let's see what we get on the nose on this one. Write my notes down while I do it. This one I definitely get the cooked agave. Again, a nice oakiness coming through on it. There's a little fruitiness in there too. Kind of like a cherry on that one as well. A little bit of citrus in there too. Just a hint of vanilla, not a whole lot. I think I'm detecting a hint of vanilla. It smells very good. It still smells great. I still think I like number 1 better. Okay, so let's try it and see what we get. So I get cooked agave up front on this. I'm getting medium heat that lingers. The heat's definitely lingering. Getting a fruitiness in it, like a cherry. little grapefruit in there, like citrus. The heat on this one is a little more aggressive. And the heat lingers. And there's kind of just like a oaky fruitiness, oaky cherry finish on it. I'm not getting a whole lot of, I'm not getting any vanilla or caramel on this one at all. Let me tack that again and see. No, I'm just getting oakiness and I'm getting fruitiness and oakiness. I'm not getting any vanilla from this, but the third one definitely has the most aggressive on the burn. Interesting. All right, so if I had to rate these, I think one would be my favorite. And then it would probably go, well, let's take a look at 2 and 3 again. I would have to say 1 is my favorite. 2 would have to be my second favorite. And 3rd would have to be the last of the bunch. So 1, 2, 3 in that order. All right, so let's see which one's which. Guess it's time for the unveiling. Could I have my faithful assistant here grab the sheet and hold it up to the camera as to what is what? She's been sitting here watching to make sure I don't cheat. And so there you go. 1 is G4, 2 is Volans, and 3 is Pasote. So I like G4 best of the Extra Anejos, Volans second best, and Pasote Extra Anejo third best. Now, if you've tried these and like to comment on the video, I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Don't forget to give us a like. We've got other great videos coming up here really quick, as well as some great giveaways. Don't forget to subscribe so you can know when these giveaway videos are posted, as well as other informational videos. And like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. Salud. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.